let's see. We shall see. There's always technical things that happen. Hey, everybody. It's Sarah here from your Creative Junction. And I am coming at you live from the Creative Studio tonight to walk you through our Mother's Day features, which is super exciting. If you are joining me live on either YouTube or on Facebook, please say hi, drop a hello in the comments. Make sure that you like the video, that you share the video, that you comment. All of those things help us to grow our audience, which just means that there's more people at the craft table, and we are super excited about that. I'm actually crafting tonight, and we'll see how much of this I show you. This is a top secret project that I'm working on that I had hoped would be ready to launch tonight, but the technical side of things is not cooperating. So I may show you a bit if you tell me in the comments that you want to see it. But my highlight tonight is our Mother's Day projects. So I'm going to go through those with you one by one. I'm going to wait and see if anyone is joining me tonight. You never know what's happening. Even if you're watching the replay on this, make sure you comment, make sure you like and you share, because all of that really helps our engagement and helps us to spread the word and bring, like I said, more people to the craft table. It's Monday. Today was pretty productive for me, but I would love to hear how everyone else's Monday is going. Hopefully y'all had a great day. I'm just working on gluing some pieces together while we're waiting for some people to chat and join us. So we will get started with Mother's Day in just a second. You may have noticed in the comments, actually that only works if you're on Facebook. So if you're joining me on YouTube, we are doing a 10% discount tonight for all shopping that happens while I'm live. The coupon only works while I'm live. So you're going to want to shop soon because the moment I go live, the coupon will expire. So you have to shop while I'm live. And unfortunately, if you're watching the replay, you're going to miss out. And that's okay. You'll get to know that this is what happens every Monday night. So come and join us at the craft table while I'm creating or sharing something new with you, or just having a bunch of laughs and making a bunch of mistakes. You never know what's going to happen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But yeah, there is a live coupon tonight for anybody who wants to take advantage. It's not just for Mother's Day things, although I am going to share all of our Mother's Day kit launch with you tonight. It's for anything. So if you're not into the Mother's Day stuff, that's okay. Take advantage of the savings coupon and stock up on kits. Summer is coming. You're going to have busy kids who want something to do. And now's the time to stock up on those things. I just got to make sure this is straight, and then I'll jump in. I see a few faces on both platforms. So if you're joining me, say hi. I'd love to say hi back. It's always fun to be able to interact and know who's actually watching me and who's in the live. That's always super fun. So, hey. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like and to share as well. Because like I said, that does help us in so many ways, and it costs you nothing. So this is too thick for my clamps. Sneak peek. Do we like this? This is coming. I'm going to set that aside though. That is a project that I'm working on that I said I was going to share with you. I had hoped to be able to launch tonight, but it's not going to work. So we're going to do Mother's Day instead. And I'm going to share all of those projects. And if you still want to hang out with me and craft a little bit, we'll paint some, and maybe I'll talk about this stuff. But let's start with Mother's Day. So tell me in the comments, what are you hoping for the most? What kind of kits are you hoping for? I would love to know what you're looking for so we can make sure that we have those for you. I'm going to start with, let me see. I'm going to start with some flowers. So I'll probably have to adjust my camera height. It's so hard to read comments when you have to wear glasses. So we have two flower bouquets coming to, and actually everything is live on the website right now. So you can go and find these by searching Mother's Day. And all of these kits are ready to go. So this is our little bouquet of tulips, which are super cute. You can see their size. They're perfect for kids. These actually come as a pop out, and I think I recorded some content. This is a great one. Both of these are great for the kids because they come on a square. So think like this size, and everything is pre-engraved and pre-cut with just some little tabs that are holding it all together. Makes it super easy for the kids to be able to paint because it's not little pieces all over the place. So then once it's all painted, you can pop out all of the pieces and you can glue them together. So this is the standing vase. So it obviously stands. And this is the loose bouquet. And both of these are available on the website right now, ready to go. And you get to choose your paint colors or your stain colors. Comes as a complete kit. So brushes, sponges, glue, instructions, everything you need. Great as to give as a gift. So maybe you want to give this to your mother who likes to craft, your grandmother who likes to craft. Maybe you're thinking you'll pull together multi-generations, kids, grandmas, aunts, sisters, best friends, everybody around the craft table on Mother's Day weekend, and everybody can make their own little project. These are priced perfectly for that. And would make a great little project for everyone to do. Everyone chooses their own colors and paints their own, probably a project that would take like half an hour or so. And then you put it together and everyone's crafted and has engaged that creative side of their brain, which is so super important to our mental well-being. So these are both under the Mother's Day kit. Hey, Lori, I see Lori. Hey, Pam, I see Pam on Facebook. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. I love it. I'm going to try and pull my laptop a little bit closer. I need a moderator for comments because I can't see. If the system is sending you automatic messages, please ignore them. We haven't figured out how to clarify that. Hey, Shannon, nice to see you. You're dropping in tomorrow for crafting. Absolutely, that works for me. I can't wait to see you. We actually just changed the hours for Tuesday, so you can come a little bit earlier. We're open at 12 if you'd like to come earlier, Pam. You don't have to wait until later in the day. So these are our flowers and our flower bouquets. Hey, Jen, all the way from the Sunshine State. Thanks for stopping in. They are super cute and we're really excited about them. We also have two new signs that are a great place to put kids' thumbprints and kids' handprints. I know when my kids made things for me that had their thumbprints or their handprints on them, those are the things that I kept. I always dated everything and then kept it. I have something really special that Greg made for me when the girls were little, out of wood with their hands, and they were actually cut out of wood, which is really cool. And I have a couple of other things that childcare providers made when the girls were little. And those were the things that were the most sentimental to me and the things that I kept, something to do with, the stages of life and their growing. So we have two things for that as well. Both of these are customizable. So if it's not mom and it's not mother, or it's grandma, or it's nanny, or it's Gigi, or it's Mimi, whatever the word is, friend, aunt, best friend, sister, whatever words you want in there, you can customize that. So on the website listing, you'll see where it says I've added a bunch that popped into my head, but there's also one that says other, and leave your word in the notes at checkout. That way we can customize it for you. Everyone has a name for their special person, and maybe it's not, maybe you're not, maybe you want to put your dog's paw prints on here. Go for it. You know, it doesn't have to be, it's just about celebrating the women in our lives at this time, taking a day to do something special for each other and to celebrate. So if you want to commemorate that and you want some sort of a craft to go with it, this is your piece. So we have two pieces. One is thumbprints, one is handprints. So this one says, I can't read it backwards. I could not wish for a better mom. And that is I want to say it's a dandelion. Hey, Rhonda. That makes sense. It's a dandelion. The camp kids helped me make all of these samples on Friday, which was super cute because my thumbs and my hands are too big. So those are camp kids thumbprints, which is kind of cool. But again, this word down here can be totally changed. You get to decide colors. Maybe you want to stain it instead of painting it. Maybe you want pinks and purples and greens. It doesn't matter. When you create a kit or when you buy a kit, you get to customize it. So that's super fun. And this one, which I messed up and haven't had a chance to fix, I'm going to sand it and take it back to its raw wood and try and put stain on it because I don't love the white. Just my personal preference. But I'm showing you my failures as always because y'all think that I just never make any mistakes, and I make mistakes all the time. So I don't love this one. But I would love it if I hadn't messed it up. So again, this word mother can be changed to absolutely anything. So it says, a mother is like a flower, each one beautiful and unique. And the stems and the leaves are all here. And then you get to fill this void with handprints. So maybe they're dog handprints, maybe they're footprints, maybe they're your babies. Maybe it's your first Mother's Day and you want to have something special to remember it by. This is the piece for you. And then on the back, you've got a full blank slate where you could, maybe you're a journaler, write a journal entry and glue it right here on the back. This is not super thick wood. It could go into a frame. There's so many different things that you could do with either one of these. The backs are just blank, so you can do whatever you like. I know I always liked to date everything, but everybody's different. So now with all sorts of journaling happening and whatnot, maybe you want to make a journal entry and put it on the back. So many things. Hey, Annette. Experiments and learning. Yeah, absolutely. Learning experiences. Yeah, I'm not loving the white, and that's okay. It's totally fine. I think to do it again, I'm going to stain it. I love my brown stain. Like there's a piece done in my brown. Can you imagine? Brown stain and then colorful handprints. Or yeah, you can any color stain, gray stain, white stain, like there's a number of different options. So these are your two sign choices. And like I said, the backs are blank, so you can add things to them and they're not super thick. This could go into a frame. They could also be turned into fridge magnets, or you could just stand them on a mantle or on a shelf, which is kind of cool. We love those as well. So those are our two pieces that have your sentimental piece to them where the kids can interact, right? Thumbprints and handprints. We always want to make sure we have those covered off. So super fun. Let's go with truck inserts next, because I have two choices for you for truck inserts. Hey, Mom, it's nice to see you. Speaking of Mom, my own mom, I won't send you my handprints on a sign this year. We'll find you something else to make your day special. All right, let's talk truck inserts. Let's do it. All right, my truck is in pieces If Jen's still listening, I love it when everybody's listening who needs to give me a helping hand. We have such a great community. So my truck base is off because I had a customer here who was making her truck and her truck base didn't fit. So I gave her mine. So I need a new truck base. So it happens. It has to do with wood thickness and girth and all of this stuff. And it's crazy, crazy. But no need to worry about it. Let me see what's happening here. Interesting. Who knows? Anyway, so this is one of your options for truck inserts. This is a teapot. I love this. It's adorable. So this is our interchangeable truck. So if you have never seen this before, that goes in the base and it stands up. The teapot piece pulls out. I need to do it facing me. Otherwise, there's going to be a disaster. So the teapot piece pulls out. Okay. And it's flowers and it's lovely. You can choose your colors. Remember, this is your kit. You get to decide what colors it's going to be done in. The next piece that's interchangeable is this backer piece. So I have mine just Velcroed on. So that's how I do mine. And then the license plate as well also comes off. So all of those things are interchangeable. My truck is double-sided. So my Hello Spring is on the other side. And I'm currently displaying Mother's Day because Mother's Day is coming. And this gives us the opportunity to celebrate those around us and to change our decor to celebrate them. So this one is really, really fun. And one of two options for Mother's Day. So if you have a truck, great. You can just do the insert in the kit section under Mother's Day. If you don't have a truck and you're like, oh, I want one of those, then you need to go to the interchangeable bases section or the interchangeable truck section and add an interchangeable truck to your order. And today would be a great day to do that because it would be 10% off. So that's amazing. And that gives you the truck. And these are about 12 inches in height. And I want to say 9 or 10 inches wide. I don't have a tape with me on the desk. So, yeah, so they are a substantial piece. They are a lovely, if you're into trucks. If you're not into trucks, this isn't going to appeal to you at all. But if you're into this sort of vintage truck look, then this might be something that you would like to have because it is interchangeable. We are making a real move towards this interchangeable decor pieces because we have limited funds, and the smaller the pieces that we're creating, the less expensive they are to make. Quite frankly, they use less wood, less time on the laser, all of those things. And so then we still get an opportunity to craft and create, engage that part of our brain that so desperately needs to be creative. And it's a smaller project. It takes you less time, and then your decor piece can swap out as often as you want it to, because it's not so limiting in terms of funds or time. And then this piece stays, the base stays, and it's just the inserts that change. So you can do that as often as you like, which is kind of fun. Also less to store. Those of us who are creative want to create all the time, want to craft all the time. And I hear this all the time. Well, I want to do it, but I don't know where to put it, or I'm out of space, or who am I going to give it to, right? Those are the three common threads. And in this case, you get to create, and you're just swapping out something that's already on your truck, which is super, super fun. I love that. Oh, I don't know where nope, I don't want to do this right now. I keep getting pop-ups. Go away. All right, so this is our first option for Mother's Day. interchangeable truck. We have two options. So let me show you the other one. So the other one, I think my Velcro is in the wrong place for my, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So we'll just use this. It's temporary. It's not in the right place. I'll have to fix it. Let's see. I love this one too. I love this one because you can personalize it. So again, this one, if you choose it on the website, is totally personable. So you can swap out that word mom. Okay, it says best mom ever. Maybe it's not for a mom. Maybe it's for an aunt or a sister or a grandma or a Mimi or a nanny. Who knows who it's for? Grandma might be a tight squeeze in there, to be honest with you, but we'll see what we can do. And then this is a picture frame. So this open space is where you would put a picture of the person who's most important to you. Maybe they're here, maybe they're past. But this is a place for you to commemorate the person who was super important to you in that mom role. And it says heart of the family on this piece. So heart of the is engraved. And I used my blue paint and turned it into a stain there. And then this says love. And the word love has some details etched into it. So it's really kind of cute, very dainty, hard to get a close up, but it looks amazing. And so here you would put your family photo, whichever family photo you wanted to place there is what would make that personal to your family. So that's your second option for truck inserts. So, oh my goodness, we have two more projects to talk about, and then maybe I'll craft a bit. We'll see what time it is. We're flying through this. So those are your truck choices. I don't know where I put the rest of my, I'll get this stuff out of the way. And then I'll get the rest of the projects. I love this next one. I love, and this one's just not for Mother's Day. It's sticking around. So I absolutely love it. Hang on. Whoops, all the pieces. Okay. Last but not least is one of my, this is brand new for us. I just made this one last week. And also, actually, I should point out that the kids helped me paint these. So this is all loose pieces. And this is intended to hold a flower basket, flower bucket, flower pot. Yes, I'll get it right. So this piece comes in two sizes. This is 7 inches. So it is the largest, kind of in reference to my head. And the smaller one is 4 inches. So this one you will have the option to add spring bulbs in a pot to go with this. So you'll be able to, you're going to buy the kit. This doesn't come done for you. You have to paint it unless you sweet talk me, and then I might make it for you. But this comes on its own, and then you can add the flowers. So maybe you already have flowers at home. Maybe you have a beautiful faux display that you would like to put in here. You're not interested in the flowers. That's totally fine. The flower pot itself is the kit, and you get to decide. Paint color, stain color, whatever you'd like. We use our markers to do all of the little stems. There's a variety of them. They're all different. You could use your markers if you have some. If not, you can choose paint colors and you can do it with paint. It's totally fine. It'll work both ways. I chose to stain mine. You could paint yours. It's totally up to you. And then it's empty, so you can save it. You can use it all summer long. It's a great size for on a table or on a shelf, a great size for on a mantle or beside a fireplace, or maybe it's going outside. I mean, depending on what you do with how you finish your wood, decides whether or not it's safe to go outside. I used our stain, which is stain and sealer all in one, but I didn't do that on the flowers. So I wouldn't, unless I put a couple of coats of sealer on this, I wouldn't feel real comfortable putting it outside in the rain. But if I had an outdoor table and I was having guests over and I needed a centerpiece or a coffee table, I certainly would put this outside and then bring it in at night. That's how I would solve that problem, but it's completely up to you. The smaller pot is exactly the same, only smaller version. So it's 4 inches around. And we're gonna market that one with a succulent. So y'all have seen our succulent. Some of you have been to our succulent classes. They are exactly like that. They're not pokey. They look like cacti, but they're not. They're not, I don't know the difference. Alexis could tell us the difference. It's not my wheelhouse. But she is going to provide us with great top quality succulents that are going to go in your pots. So again, the design is the same. But if I was doing this for a succulent, I would change the way it looks. I would totally do it in neutrals, probably in whites and browns, maybe whites and blacks. Do it all in more neutrals and skip the bright colors because my succulent is going to be the star of the show and it's green. So that would just be my choice. It would be completely up to you. Is there a lino print in May? Oh, you love the flower pot? Oh, I'm glad you love it. Lino printing in May. Yes, I think we can squeeze one in. I haven't quite finished the May calendar. I was working on it today. It will be ready hopefully tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, and sent out. We do have a lino cut class on the 25th in the afternoon. So there is a new, that's this Saturday. Annette, if you are available and wanted to join us, there is still space, but I would imagine there'll be one in May as well. We're just getting started with lino cut, to be honest. I see it on the calendar every month, provided that there's enough interest. I am addicted. I will say that. I don't know what it is about carving rubber, really, is what it is about. And I really like it. So I like to make little prints and keep them. And I've been making like little cards to go in frames and fun things. But if you're coming to class on Saturday, you'll get to see that. But if not, check it out. I might do some content on it and share. So yeah, so our pots are one of my favorite things right now. I just like that it's functional. I think we've done a lot of kits that are great for gift giving and they're decorative and they're decor. This screams functional to me. The smaller version I might actually make and put on my desk and put pencils in it. I don't even know that I'd put a plant in it. So there's just so many things that you can do with it. And again, got to create this. It was not super hard. The most challenging part was putting it all together. But honestly, these little guys saved my life and held it all together for the 10 minutes it needed to dry. And then we were off to the races. So super functional and adorable. I cannot wait. So if you like the pots, they are also on sale. So 10% off of the pots with or without the flowers. Everything on the website under the kit category is on sale until I am done being live tonight. Once I'm done live, then that button gets turned off. And we're going to do this moving forward. I know there's been some like back and forth with the lives and on this channel and not on that channel and all of this stuff. And it's because I've been uncertain as to where to land, but I've just made a decision. We are going to be live on Facebook and YouTube every Monday night at 7 p.m. And during that time, there will be a special offer that's only available for while I'm live. So if you don't have a chance to watch, you're going to miss out. I'm sorry. But in all cases, you can always join our loyalty program. We appreciate our customers so, so very much. You have helped us to grow this business to where it is today. We wouldn't be anywhere without our community. So super, super grateful for you. So always is the loyalty program where you can earn double rewards points when you are after the live. So you can do it then. So anyway, that hopefully that makes sense, but it probably doesn't. It's still muddy in my head. But the discount, the percentage discount only occurs while I'm live. So you're gonna have to watch me and take advantage. And you never know what else I may throw at you that's new. Like the situation that's sitting in front of me. So I'm going to craft a little bit. Y'all want to craft? Oh, roller derby. Oh, I love it. Oh, I don't so much love a memorial, but hopefully it's a celebration. But roller derby is always fun. I wish my knees would cooperate and then maybe I would come to roller derby. No, I wouldn't. I'm too afraid of getting broken now in my old age. So, but let's craft. I'm going to turn the table down. You can catch a sneak peek and ask me all the questions you want to ask me. I may answer them. I may give you little hints. Who knows? But I feel the need to craft a little bit. So let's do that. So I sort of gave you a sneak peek on this guy. So that's what I'm going to finish while we create tonight. So we'll see if I can, manage comments and the camera and crafting. We'll see what I can do. I'm going to drop this so you can see what I'm doing. I'll drop both of you. Super fun. So there's a variety of different pieces down here. This all belongs to 2 or 3 different kits that all coordinate and are part of a bigger project that we are releasing, hopefully tomorrow, if I can get it all to work. But this piece in particular is our new interchangeable barn door set. And so the whole premise is that you are creating your own little front door vignette. So creating the door, which obviously will stand in here. If I can get it to cooperate, I did just stain it, so it might be a little snug. So my little barn door, oh, y'all need to go up a little bit. You can't see the barn door. Oh, sorry. That's better. That's better. So barn door, and then flower pot, signpost, and front door hanger. So that's the whole idea behind this little set. So I'm going to finish this one for tonight. And then you'll have gotten the sneak peek on what this is. So when it releases tomorrow, you'll kind of have an idea. So the whole idea is that, again, we talked about this, that we're moving towards interchangeable decor. I might have to get a new glue. And the reason for that is because, like I said earlier, we want to be able to have the opportunity to create as often as possible, but we can't always store the things, and some things are going to appeal to you when others aren't. So I've got lots and lots of interchangeable options for you. And some of it is in a different style than others. So yeah, this barn door is stinking adorable. I'm going to have to try and find something heavy to sit on top of this. Are you oohing and awing over the barn door, Annette? I'm going to move this with some heavy paint out of the way so that those 2 pieces have time to dry. And then we'll move the rest of this paint over here so we can actually paint. That wasn't a good idea. Base first. Base first. Oh gosh. When you put these bases together, make sure you take an extra second to make sure that they are lined up properly. Because once the glue sets, it's really hard to correct that. There we go. All right. So the other things that I need to glue on my little door are this piece. Other way. I'm like, why doesn't it fit? Because I'm not good at puzzles, and I put it on upside down. That's why. So this is like your track, represents the track of your door. I'm gonna have to go get another glue. And I chose to stain mine. So my base is my neutral. I turned my black paint into stain by using a baby wipe. So I did that yesterday or the day before, I don't remember. And so that's why it looks like more of a stain and you can see the wood grain through. That is a great trick that I like to use, where you can take any color and apply it with a baby wipe so that you then see that wood grain. I super love that. I need my door handle on here, so I'm going to do that. So all of the pieces that are remaining that like stay, I have to check because sometimes I do the wrong side. You're not the only one. I sometimes do the wrong side. I've kept everything the same. Black door, brown stain for all of my pieces. So this is my intended to be the frame for my interchangeable front door sign. So this would be like your door round, right? We all have them. We all love them. So the idea is that you're creating this little set that mimics your front door. So the frame, the hardware all match in terms of stain. And I would encourage you, when you're choosing your colors, to find some sort of consistency. It's just more pleasing to the eye. You can ignore me and do it however you want. But if you're struggling and we're like, I don't know where to start, that's where I would start. A neutral base with some sort of consistency throughout the piece helps to make the story make sense to your mind's eye. So I know it is super cute. I am the fan of this little barn door situation, right? Doesn't that, so it totally changes it. Look, I am probably going to distress a little bit or add some white. I am a fan. I'm a fan of the dry brushing. I won't lie. So not everyone is. I will add mine after, probably not even tonight, to be honest. But a little bit of dry brushing that will give it even a little bit more dimension, because I like that. But on this piece, like I'll show you, you can actually see the grain because I've chosen to use the wipe. So I applied the black paint with a baby wipe. That's how that was done. So you can see the grain, which I love as well. So I'm going to set that over somewhere. I'm running out of space and I'm at a 6-foot table. What else is new? I'm going to do, this is my little porch leaner. So my porch, my front door can't be without a porch leaner. So we have to have that. I don't know that I have. Oh, I do. I have wipes. I thought I left it open and it was all dried out. And I'm going to do white paint. I could use a sponge. We'll see. I just don't want. Ooh, that was almost a disaster. It just dripped. Oh, well. We're going to put baby wipe, a little bit of paint, and we're going to rub it on. I like that to do it with the baby wipe, mostly because then I have way more control. I am going to attempt to come back and darken up where it says Farm Fresh. The lavender pieces are 3D, so they're going to go on over top, so it doesn't matter. Those score lines are just for my reference so that I can get them put on with even spacing. So that's all that's for. The Farm Fresh piece is engraved. So you want it to stand out, want those lines to stand out. And to be honest, this is where I am struggling a little bit. I inevitably get paint down in those lines and it ticks me off. So I need to work on some options so that doesn't happen, because it seems to be happening more and more. this guy's going on here on my little potted lavender. Are we sensing a theme yet? Anybody? There is an ongoing theme here. We're going to do dark purple and we're going to do some light purple. We're going to mix these two together. We're going to blend and we're going to add some white. So I'm going to do all of my lavender bits next in this situation. And my letters are also going to be that purple. So I'm doing my purple here, and purple here. And I think, oh, and on this little door round, there's these little bits of lavender. The rest of the wreath is going to be green, but I'm going to do those little bits there as well. I don't know where that bow is going. I can't decide, and I'm not sure what color to do it. So I'm just going to leave it out for right now. I'm going to grab my sponge though, because I want my color to be more concentrated. So I'm going to work with my sponges instead of my baby white. And that way the colors will stand out more. I'm going to put this guy off to the side to do some drying. You love the lavender. Yeah, this store is part of a entire new, not necessarily system. It's part of a subscription that we are launching tomorrow, and all of the details will be there. And this is part of it. So we have lots of crafters who join us every month. And we want to make you feel special. So we're starting a mystery subscription. I might as well tell you about it. And so the files are only available to those who are in the mystery subscription. So it is a place for those of you who love this to be. And if you love a little bit of a surprise, that element of surprise, then this is also a great option for you. So 3 tiers in terms of pricing, and you will be able to grab the bases tomorrow, as well as the subscription box tomorrow. So the subscription box will only be open for a certain length of time, and then we will prepare all of the things that go in it. This month you're getting a sneak peek, but you won't always. It is a mystery on purpose. But I think at this point, y'all know my love for curated things, and you probably trust me, or at least I hope you do. So hopefully you'll let me choose and make it a mystery for you. That makes it fun. Opening that box, there is not enough happiness in our lives. I'm sorry. And opening a little box every month that has a craft kit in it that is special just for you, and that is a surprise, is going to bring us all the happiness that we are looking for. At least a little bit of happiness is all I'm really hoping for. I know I can't change the world in big picture, but I really would like to be able to bring some crafty happiness through a little mystery box. So, and I've been toying with this idea for quite some time, and it's just now that we have gotten to this place. The timing is right. So that's what we're doing, but we're not doing it in big quantities. So it is limited, so that I can make it special for you, because I don't want to overwhelm myself or the team. So for right now, we're keeping it small. That's not to say that we won't open more spaces in the future, but for right now, we're keeping it small. And all of the pieces will coordinate regardless of which tier you choose. And so you will all be able to hop on to or watch a recorded video of me doing the kit after you've received yours. It can be shipped, or you can pick it up locally. That's up to you. And so all of the things, and then we will craft together virtually. But there's also a couple of special bonuses just for Mystery Club members, which will make it so that you can come to studio at no cost to create your kit as well. So, which is kind of fun. And then I'm going to throw in some extras because I love to do that. And yeah, so it's going to be super fun. I am starting it now so that we can sort of ramp up to Christmas. I know y'all are thinking she's crazy. She's talking about Christmas already. But I don't have a choice. I have to start thinking about Christmas. So this is sort of our wind up to Christmas as well. So it will ramp up and be something even more magical at that time of year. So hopefully you're all in for the ride with me. And like I said, I purposely chose projects at 3 very different price points because I want everyone to have the opportunity to come and participate with me, regardless of your financial situation. So I've made it so that it is really accessible, and hopefully you will want to jump in. Love it. It's a mystery. Bribe you with coffee for secrets. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on how much time you spend here. You probably, like, honestly, there's craft stuff everywhere every time you're here. So you probably will get a sneak peek in advance because of the nature of the there being stuff everywhere. I'm not sure how I'm going to paint these. I don't have any tape with me. So we're going to get paint all over said fingers. These little pieces, if you've never seen me do this before, I usually have green tape on the table. I call them my tape pillows. And the itty bitty teeny tiny pieces like this get added to the tape pillow so that they don't bounce all over the place and I don't end up with filthy painted hands. So I've just taken my 2 purples and I'm sort of blending them together, dark and light off to the side here on my paper. So you can, and no rhyme or reason, right? Like that's what creates that blended, lovely mix, is by not being super particular about the colors that are on your sponge. So if you put both colors on your sponge and then just paint with them, you're going to get a mix, and it's creates some dimension and unintentionally, because we all can sit here and stress. I've seen some of you do it. I've done it myself, where we get worried about, oh, that isn't the right color in the right place. And if you just leave it to chance and put some paint on a sponge, it'll come out perfect at every time. So that's what I would recommend you try doing. I'm just going to try and get, they're sticking to my sponge and bouncing all over the place. So, but they're super cute. These are the accents on my actual wreath piece, which is for the door round, right? Goes here. So those are the little accent pieces that go on that wreath. I got to get it painted. It is actually going to be more of a green color, leaving the word hello, I think, in its natural wood state. We'll see. I might actually choose to, I might stain it. We'll see. I'm going to go in to my letters a little bit, and you probably won't get this on camera. Oh, you do a little bit if you're on YouTube. Oh, a little bit on Facebook too. Crafters love Christmas. Absolutely, we do love Christmas. And Christmas is going to start in a big way here in August. So we're going to launch it with Christmas in July. I already have it planned. And then we are going to full bore Christmas right from there. There will be no pause. So giddy up, get yourselves ready. It's coming. Launches with Christmas in July, and then we are off to the races, full speed ahead. Christmas, Christmas. By doing my second coat with this blended sponge, I am getting a shadow effect on my letters, which I actually wanted anyway. So we're just going to roll with it. And that's what I was showing you there just a second ago. That light color down one side just creates this bit of a shadow effect on the letters. Again, I am not an artist, was not formally trained in any way, shape, or form. I just do what appeals to my eye. And like I have said to many of you over the last couple of weeks, the difference oftentimes the difference between you and I when it comes to the crafts room is that I'm just have gotten to this place where I'm unafraid to make mistakes. I really don't care. Everything is fixable. So if I do it one way and I don't like it, then I'm just going to paint over it. It's just paint. So it's not a big deal. And that's really what makes it so that I don't have to worry about it quite so much. So, all right, those are done and perfect. I love them. So now I think we're done with, I need a little bit of white on a sponge. Again, to create that little bit of a shadow on the side of my pot. And so I know it's hard for me to get close enough to the camera. You can see it there. But I'm just going to put a little bit of white on my sponge and dust that off. So, y'all, we've been crafting for nearly an hour. Amazing. And then same thing on the top of the, this just adds, this piece goes across here on the pot to give it a little bit more depth. So I did a little bit of white on that. I'm going to also do a little bit of white on the, this little round that is going to become the door round. And I'm not just going to do the edges because the edges are going to be pretty well hidden by the wreath. So I'm just doing a little white dusting everywhere. Done. Done, done, done. Yeah, so the only thing I have left to do is green. Actually, maybe I will do the white and the light lavender on my word hello. I don't think I'm going to love the blonde wood, so we'll just add a little bit of this light purple. It's called wisteria of all things, oddly enough. But I'm going to add it there in the center. And that's the end of our whites and purples. Everything else is going to be green. Yeah, everything else is going to be green. All right, so I'm going to set some of these things out of the way. I just had to take a double check around at all the pieces. I'm going to wipe my fingers at this point because I don't want any purple on any of the green pieces. And then I will pull out, I'm going to do 2 greens tonight. I don't have my it's called Hollow Hill in the previous paint line. I don't have any of it and I haven't found a suitable color match. I'm still working on it. So I'm going to take Wanderous and Sage Advice tonight, and I'm going to just blend the 2 of them. Same way I did my purples. But I'm going to use, and they are here. So I'll show you the backside, and it's not a great look on camera because the bottles are like a semi-transparent. Yeah, it's just weird. So anyway, you'll be able to see it better when I start painting. I don't need a ton. I'm going to do a lighter and a darker, and I've got a little bit of white. Ooh, that's a lot of sage. Just came out. And I really just have to do my bows, both of them. I'm not sure where this one, actually, this one is not part of this. I need to do this bow that's going on the flower pot, and I need to do this wreath. And that's it. That's all I need to do. So I'm going to go with my darker green first so that I get it everywhere. And then I'm going to come back in and spotty paint, sponge my Sage Advice. So, and the one thing I love about paint, well, 1, it's the paint that we're using, but 2, it's the sponge technique, is you don't have to come in, you don't always have to do a second coat. It totally depends on the color, but oftentimes 1 coat is sufficient. So I'm gonna put this together in just a second, and you all will get an idea of what this is gonna look like. And then you can envision from month to month, what are the pieces that are going to change? So the barn door is going to stay the same. These 3 pieces are the ones that will change. So the porch sign, which is the one that says Farm Fresh Lavender, and then the potted plant and the door hanger. Those are the 3 things for the barn door set that will change every month. And depending on which layer or tier you choose to get, the more things there are to change. And I'm sure that makes sense. So it depends on how big of a craft project you want, how big your budget is, and maybe you want all of them. There will be some of you who are like, I want it all. And that's awesome. We love that for you. And then all of your pieces will coordinate, because this set over here, which you guys can't necessarily see except for a couple of pieces, it all coordinates. That's the whole point. So, yeah, so you'll see more of that tomorrow, and hopefully y'all kind of have an idea now, and you kind of know what the first mystery is. All right, and just to be clear, these files won't be available anywhere else. So if you are like, oh, I like this, then you're going to have to join the mystery box at any of the tiers so that you get access to these files. So, and your mystery subscription will also come with a special discount code for anything else that you want to add on, and a free crafting session in studio. So, which is super fun. All right, that's it. They're all painted. Now I just got to put it all together. So if you've hung in this far, wow, thank you so much for being here. We're extending tonight's crafting session, which means that we're also extending the savings. Don't forget about those Mother's Day kits, which are on special until I am done painting live. So if you wanted one, or anything else for that matter, everything's on sale until I'm done crafting tonight. So if you want to go and check out the kit section of our website, you can go and do that now. The website should be linked for you in the pinned comment, or just comment and we can get it sent to you right away. So get this on. Tonight I'm working with my wood glue that is rated for outdoors. I don't know why this isn't going outdoors, but I have lots of this glue kicking around, so that's what I'm working with. And we've talked about this before, but remember that your glue doesn't dry clear. So we want a good bead on there so that it stays stuck, but we don't want it to squeeze out the sides. So get some on and then give it a little push so that it stays stuck and doesn't move on you. Double check that everything's lined up before you move on to the next thing. These little pieces, I like to put some clamps on because they won't stay still. And because I've only painted one side, they're going to bow. So I might have to go get a bigger clamp so I can reach the center, but lots of these little clamps. If you've never seen these little clamps before, these little pink ones, they are from the Dollar Tree in the craft section, and they are fantastic. You definitely want to have some of these in your craft box. This little bow is going on there as well. Yeah, I think I can put it on there now. There we go. Nobody told me how their Monday was. We just got right into crafting. How was y'all's Monday? Was it a good Monday? It was cold again today. I'm like, what is happening? I need the warmer temperatures. I liked the surprise, like, hey, spring is going to be here. Liked that better. And again, today it was cold. I'm over it. I'm over winter. Move on. All right. This is super cute. this little stand-up box. If you haven't already done so, please make sure to like the video and hit the share button. You can also subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube and you like what you see. We would love for you to become a subscriber. If you're not watching us on YouTube, my friends who are over, it was a Monday. You're over it as well, Shannon. I am over it too. No, just kidding. My Monday was okay. What was I saying? Oh, if you are on Facebook and you are not following us on YouTube, please go do that. Because I don't know whether you know this or not, but all of our videos disappear on Facebook. So it's part of the reason why we are moving our content to YouTube. Facebook content, video content, live content is all disappearing now after 30 days. So if you're looking for like, hey, I watched her do this paint technique and I can't remember what it was, you're not going to find it on Facebook anymore. You used to, like I had lives on there from way back in the beginning when me and the girls were living in our old house or out in the backyard at the old house. I'm sure some of you remember those days. And those videos are gone. Facebook took down all of that content. So the only place that you can upload content and actually have it stay is YouTube. So that's part of the reason why our decision was to move our things there, because now you'll be able to go searching for those videos that I did that you were like, hey, how did she do that again? You'll be able to go find it. Or, hey, I remember her saying this, you'll be able to go find it. And so we would love it if you would subscribe to us on YouTube as well. So that, again, YouTube is just another platform for us to be able to get our content seen, to build our craft community. Those of you who have been with us since the beginning know the story, you know how it all started. And it has always been and continues to always be about building a safe space for people to come together, to make new friends, to create, to feel safe in doing so, and to really build those relationships, which are so hard to do as an adult. So it's also very hard for our kids to do that now. We've come to learn that we really have to be mindful about helping them to build healthy relationships. And so we have that opportunity to do so. And sometimes it's just in the comments. And if you remember and scroll way back, although I don't think you can see much of that content anymore, if you remember, that's exactly what we were doing during the pandemic, was we were creating and building these relationships in the comments. People who had never met before made friends and then eventually met in person in the comments of our videos, which is really, really cool. And so that still occurs today. And we still want to be able to build that community for all of you and for us, quite frankly. So we love it that you're here. And we just think that YouTube is a great place for you to build that network of people and still remain consistent and connect. So we hope that you'll join us there too. All right, I'm on to the last little sign. I have thrown some glue onto my work paper. I just find it a little bit easier to dip these little letters into the edge of the glue and wipe off some of the excess, but I just find it a little bit easier to do it this way than to try and get glue out of a great big nozzle onto these itty bitty letters. So that's what I'm doing over here. And the score marks are really great for keeping things straight. I know many of you are always worried about, is it straight? Is it evenly spaced? And the score marks do it for you. You just have to follow them and line up your letters to your score marks, and you don't have to worry about it. You know that it's straight and that it's evenly spaced because the machine did it for you. Those that fun laser machine. I love this set. I should reach out to, we have a lavender farm locally. If anybody knows the people at the lavender farm in Picton or any of the ones local to us, tag them in the comments. I think they would love this as a craft at their farm. Sounds like the perfect thing to do in the lavender fields. Addison and I went last year and it was so fun. It was also stinking hot, but it was a lot of fun. We learned a lot. I had no idea about all that there was involved in lavender farming. Well, we had lots of fun. We picked our own and we've been drying it, so we'll be able to use it. We found out that Addison's actually allergic to it. I shouldn't laugh, poor kid. She's allergic to everything. Beautiful. One more letter and then I can put it all together and show y'all what it looks like. Man, I'm excited for this one. I love it. I love it. So this is our barn door. And it will be part of the mystery subscription. Y'all have gotten a sneak peek at the mystery portion of this subscription, or at least this month. Every month is different. So the base remains the same, and the in this case, there are 3 interchangeables, and they are the pieces that swap out every single month. So this should be dry. This glue dries crazy quick, but also gives you enough time that if you put something down in the wrong place, you'll be able to move it. Love this. Let me turn it around so you can see. So those are your 3 pieces: porch sign, flower pot, door round. Adorable. And then they fit into this whole little vignette that starts with this barn door and the base that it sits in. So let's take a look. Fingers crossed that it all fits. This happens every single time because we're dealing with different species of wood and whether or not it'll all go together. So yeah, buddy, these pieces are going to be a little bit wider than we want, so we'll have to make some adjustments. But this guy goes over here. Nope. This guy goes over here. Nope. Nope. So we need to do some playing. Okay. So let me show you. So front door round. And this is interchangeable because you just shove your thumb through the hole and poke it out. So that fits in there ever so nicely. And get that straight. And so that, oh, maybe it's the other one. Hang on. Y'all get to watch me do this in real time. So barn door in the center, and then these guys, for tonight's sake, we'll just lean them up because those grooves are a little bit too wide. So porch sign and flower pot, and you have some flexibility. The reason that this this one here, this front insert line is so long is because from month to month, the pieces will be a little bit different. So we want to have that flexibility. So that's why they're there, and you can opt to move your things. So I've just got them leaning for now. That's totally fine. I will double check the file, but I'm pretty sure the intention is that those pieces would actually fit in there much snugger. And it's because we've used a thinner wood on these 2 inserts than on the barn door. But man, that looks cute. Can y'all see this? Am I the only one who's like uber excited about this situation? Brig, I love it. It looks so good. Man, I'm a fan already. I'm a fan. You got to watch me make it in real time. All right, so I'm just gonna pull the cameras up so you can see my face again. Hang on. Do so without knocking over any of these things. That should be good. And that should be good. There we go. So 2 projects done today. Man, sorry. I get excited. I love it. Hopefully you love it too. That's awesome. My cushion is all crunched under my bum. So this is consider this your sneak peek of the mystery that our subscription box that will launch tomorrow. All of the other tiers coordinate with this set. So you know what May's mystery launch is all about. And every month it is obviously coordinated, but is also seasonal. So super fun. And we're really excited to launch this and share it with you. Remember that the numbers are limited just so that we can manage the quality. We want to be able to meet your expectations and make this a really special experience for you. So we're going to keep the numbers low to start until we work out all the kinks. And by kinks, I don't mean physical product issues, because that's not the problem. The problem is me and how we manage and get all this stuff out to you on time. And so we don't want to have huge numbers and then not be able to fulfill in a timely manner. So subscription is going to open tomorrow, and it will be open for a limited amount of time or until we reach our maximum, and then it will close. And all of the people who have joined us will get an invitation to these private videos where you will get some tips and tricks and also some extra special features just for you. And then the next month, you will automatically get the new set, and it will be a complete surprise. I won't do the videos until after you've received your boxes. So it'll be super fun. And the surprise element is exciting. I don't care what you say, how old you get, a little bit of a surprise is super fun. So there you go. We went right on into the mystery box. Oh, hey, Sharon, how are you? Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm glad you love it. Sheila, thank you so much for being here. I'm glad you love it. So stay tuned for an email about the details of this. Don't forget that Mother's Day has launched. Those items are live right now. So this is your last chance to grab them at 10% off. If you liked any of the pieces, I'll show you one more time in case you joined us late. I'm going to move this carefully. Really careful. All right, last go round. So flower pot in 2 different sizes, which is fully functional with or without flowers, standing vase of flowers, and your little bouquet of flowers. Those are available. Your little sentimental signs that are thumbprints and handprints, those 2 are available. And then your 2 truck inserts. So your teapot insert and your picture frame insert, both of those are available. And that's it. Another Monday Live is in the books. This is so much fun. If you don't know, this is my opportunity to connect with you, even if you don't have a chance to get into the studio. So I love it when you sign on and you are in the comments and we can interact in some way, and that you get to craft with me. We have been doing this now. I probably should go and look, but 6 years. I think it's 6 years since, because COVID hit in March. It was March break. Somebody correct me in the comments, but I want to say it was 6 years ago in March. And it was at that point, it was right around then that we had started doing the lives. And we were doing them as a way to help our kids overcome their fear of the Zoom camera, and we were doing something together, and it was super fun. And that's how our community started to come together. It wasn't even a business. We were just crafting live on Facebook. And so if you have been around since then, you deserve a badge. Maybe I'll create one for you. That would be fun. But put it in the comments if you've been here since the beginning, because I know some of you who are still here have been here since the beginning, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And no matter where you joined us on our journey, I appreciate you. So thanks for being here. I hope you still enjoy these Monday lives. Back then I used to do them every day, but now it's almost impossible for me to do that. But I do enjoy the Monday lives. It's my opportunity to connect with you, and it's my opportunity to craft. Sometimes I don't have a chance to craft every week. So this is my chance to get to do something crafty. So thanks so much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's live. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments. And last time, don't forget to like and to share and to subscribe and to comment and all of those things. That is your way to help support us without it costing you anything. So we appreciate that as well. So take care and have a fantastic week. And we will see you next Monday with a new project. Take care, everybody. Bye. Bye, YouTube.